Hello and welcome. Maybe a smaller video this week, just to take care of this issue. The brass disc. Now, come and have a look at the problem. And amazingly, I think I've got a solution. Because this was stolen recovered, the original ignition switch was all damaged. It's got a brand new ignition on. No problem there. All good, new key, everything. I've got a part number for this plastic, I think it's plastic, because I haven't seen one. Switch plate, but they're just not available without buying the whole thing, which is just silly. But from India, for about £11, I think it was, they've got these brass ones, which look quite fancy. The only problem is, these are for an old style classic bullet, not the modern one. So they've got a keyed hole with a flat on it, which is no good. And they've got this thick rim at the back, which is no doubt to push into a classic bullet housing, which I haven't got. So I've got to turn that into a round hole and cut this rim off. Obviously I was going to attack it with a grinder, as I would, as you'd expect, I'm sure. But a couple of you in the comments mentioned doing it with a lathe. Now, I've used a lathe, but not for about 30 years. I haven't got one anyway. But amazingly, my father-in-law just piped up and said, "Oh yeah, I got a lathe in the shed." I'm like, what? How have I never found out this? But anyway, he's lent me his lathe, so we're going to go and try and do some serious damage to this. Cut this rim off, so it's basically just that thick, and turn this into a round hole. So this should be fun. Let's have a look. So here we go, a fab little thing. Nice small electric lathe. It's all working. So just got to get this mounted in here, if it'll hold it. Cut this rim off, turn this into a round hole. So first thing, I want to make this circle, which is not a circle, it's got this flat on. This circle is almost the right size, so I just want to make it completely circular. And then we'll start from there. The lathe chucks are really cool because not only do they clamp like a drill, but you can use the steps to tighten outwards as well. If I do that and go backwards, I've just got this steps tool. So one reel is going to move it inwards, and this one will pull it outwards. Now I've got to be careful because the bottom of the tool is going to touch the brass. But we'll see how far we get. Right, let's have a look. It's a lot of noise for not much action. got a hole. So that is fitting over the lock now. So we've just got to cut this rim off. So now we've got a round centre. I'm going to try and put the chuck internally in there. And grip that tight. There we go. It's a bit off centre, but it doesn't have to be centre as long as it's running true. Now, hopefully, he's got this cut-off tool, and we'll run this cut-off tool straight through there, and then watch what happens. Get that parallel. Right, let's hope this works. Oh, I don't know if the chuck's big enough. Oh, it'll be all right. Bring the tool down. Basically, I want to cut this knurled rim right off. Just like that. Here we go. Obviously, poor little Lathe is struggling. It's probably meant for very light duty work. Still, we'll persist. The brass is quite soft. You should have cut that quite easily. It's obviously not quite working. Let's try a different tool. Ha! working. There we go. I'm just going to take small cuts off until it's all gone. Have a look from this side. Small cuts will be the way, I think. Still not done the whole thing. Right. More cut. That's pretty good. There you go. It's getting thinner and thinner. Nearly there. Just a tiny thin sliver left. Nearly there. There we are. Nearly gone. Also, I've got a bit of a dirty edge on the underside here where I've been going back and forth. So I'll just face this off now by going across the work. Not bad. 0.5 mil more to go. Ross absolutely loves to scream. A little bit more. Let's have a look. Royal Enfield. Skinny. Well done, little lathe. There you go. Even the on and off signs line up. Royal Enfield at the bottom. Hey! Result. Check it out. I'll just use a bit of black silicone probably, just to stick this on. After I give it a polish up, just to make it as good as it can be. Look at that. Well done, little lathe. That was right at the limit of its strength. I don't think it would have worked with steel. But it did the job with very little cuts. It's for model making really, not motorbikes. But hey, just take your time. Now I've got a workshop full of brass filings. Better tidy that up before we get painting. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that this week. Nice to have a bit of a shorter episode. Sorry about last week's monster, but I wanted to put it all back together in one video and not drag it out. So pretty much, apart from these cycle parts, I think we're pretty much done here. Obviously, as you can see from how those cycle parts look, you've got the dented tank, dented side panels, scratched up rear mudguard. Front mudguard's brand new. That was a good win. But obviously, it all needs to be refinished. So next week, or not, maybe not next week, next time, we're going to sort those out. And I'm not going to drag that out over weeks. I just want to have one episode. We'll start with these and we'll do it. And at the end, they'll be done. So it'll be one video, I hope. Because sanding, painting, refinishing, all that stuff, it's not very exciting. And although I'll have to visit and come and go quite a lot just to put bits on and off, I'll make it one video. So it'll be done. And then we're putting this back together. Yeah, the end is in sight. What kind of end? Obviously, your guess is as good as mine. But we'll soon find out. So please like and subscribe if you want to, just to see how it goes. Thanks for watching, as always, and your comments. And we'll get on with it. See you soon.